Okay, so that was the list method. This is the, let's call it the different colors method of doing order of operations. And you can also, do this with symbols or kind of anything you want. But if we have an order of operations problem like this, and I want to keep track of where I'm at in the problem, there's a couple of different ways to do this that involve using different colors or symbols or whatever. So I'm going to work out where I start first. Remember, I'm doing my PEMDAS. So I start with parentheses, and then I still do the symbols inside the parentheses. So 3 plus 2. Okay, so I know I'm starting there. So I find the answer, 6. I go up here and I cross this out, and I rewrite the entire problem. If you are using different colors, this is where you would change colors, and you would say, I am on to round 2. Next, I'm going to go through, do I have any parentheses left? No. Do I have any exponents left? No. So now I'm looking at multiplication and division left to right. Okay, I've got multiplication, 7 times 6. So, ooh, that's bright. 7 times 6 is 42 minus 4 times 2. Okay, so what's my next step? Well, multiplication right here. That's going to be my next layer. So 4 times 2 is 8 minus, all right, and scratch it off because I've done it. All I'm left with now is 42 minus 8, which would get me my answer of 34. And so now I can look, if I'm doing my order of operations right, I'll notice the problem shrinking as I go down, and I can always go back and make sure that I've like scratched out every possible thing as I've gone through. All right, that's all done. That's all done. Everything got done. So you can do that with different colors or with writing it down into a funnel. You could do it with, like, some people do it with different symbols. They would go and, they would block this off as the first problem, and this gets confusing to me, but other people can make it work. So, figure out visually what works for you and how you can tell where you should be. Let's do one more where we funnel down like this as an example. So I pulled this one right out of the homework. This is an order of operations problem from MyOpenMath. So I'm going to work through it in my PEMDAS order. So that means parentheses and exponents first. So I have parentheses. I deal with them first. 9 minus 4 is 5. I copy everything else down. Okay, now I deal with exponents. So I've got 5 squared. 5 times 5 is 25. Dealt with that. All right, now I'm going to multiply and divide left to right. So the first thing I run into is this division problem. 8 divided by 2 is, helps if I do the right problems. 8 divided by 2, not times 2. 8 divided by 2 is 4. I don't have any multiplication or division left. Last problem is 4 plus 25. So 4 plus 25 is 29. I have no math left to do. I've worked through every step of the problem. It's a very nice tornado shape, right? So that's my sign that I've done all of the steps. The more complicated the problem, the more paper you're going to use, but use a ton of paper on order of operations. Just use like as much of it as you can get your hands on. It's going to make it the easiest to work through if you can put everything on a new, clean line each time. All right, I hope this helps.